Descer aí, aceito e continuamos com a conversa. Está carregando aqui no o live, ou a live. Okay, so we are on live now. Hello, guys. Good evening. Thank you so much for being here for another English session on our community. This is unbelievable. We are here in order to use our English acknowledge that we currently have. So we don't have teachers here. We don't correct each other's. Obviously, if you need some help, if you forgot some words or some expression, we can help you with that information. But in general, we don't tend to correct your pronunciation nor your perhaps if you commit grammar mistakes. Basically, is how it works. I believe that we could do the self-presentation shortly. I believe that Jubia and Fernanda, you didn't participate together, so I believe that it's fair to do the first part. So let's move on to the question number 0, that is the self-presentation. So, Fer, could you please introduce yourself to us?
Yes, hello guys, I'm Fernanda. I live in São Paulo. Because I'm a Spanish teacher, and when I have some free time, I like to study languages as English, for example, and also watch TV shows, watch TV, read. I'm a little bit shy, but I always try to participate in these conversations to improve my English. And that's it. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much, Fer. Now, Lucas, please go ahead. It's your turn.
Yeah. Hello, I'm Lucas. I'm 26 years old. I live in São Paulo. I'm a pharmacist and I work at a hospital. And I like to play soccer and watch series.
Thank you so much, Lucas. Now, Jubia, please go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey guys, good evening. I live in Florianópolis. I like to practice yoga and ballet. I'm studying system and I sorry, I'm studying analysis and development and of systems. Sorry, I forgot how to say my course at college, but I'm improving my English because I want to work and speak English, and I like to study English too. So I here it's my goal being here every Monday.
Thank you so much, Jubia, and don't worry about that you forgot some words. It's something totally normal that happens to everybody here, so it's okay. It's the way that we learn. Thank you so much. And the last but not the least, my name is Christian Jimenez. I believe that everybody here knows me. I am from Bolivia. I created this community in order to practice English and to as well to try to help others as well to practice English, because I know that it's not that easy to find a group of people or a safe community where you can express yourselves without any like I forgot the word. Uh, Fear of being judged. I believe that is I can put it in that way. So yeah, basically that I work in IT area. I love soccer as well. Unfortunately, I don't play it so many times. However, I play volleyball as well. So that's it about me. Let's dive in today's topic. As we were talking at the beginning a little bit in Portuguese, we are gonna tackle conditionals in English. So that's why I sent to you the questions. They are like random questions, but they are in the conditional way. So it's the way that we are gonna practice it. Okay. So let's move on to the question number 1. I'm gonna start with you, Lucas. Okay. If you feel overwhelmed at work, what do you usually do?
And if I feel overwhelmed at work, I try to arrive at home. I try to relax, uh, watch something uh, on YouTube or some series, movies, and or do something that I feel better. Because there are some days at work it is really hard to to work and to think about her life.
Sure, I absolutely agree. There are some days that they feels that it's like it never ends, and that happens to me as well. And it's good to have something that makes us feel like better, or at least forget about our stress, our or how overwhelming that day was. Thanks so much, Lucas, for sharing. Jubia, what about you? If you feel overwhelmed at work, what do you usually do?
When if I feel overwhelmed at work, I usually stand up and walk a while. I I try to do um, a brief exercise. I try to see to watch some videos, funny videos to make mm, me feel better.
Yeah, when I feel overwhelmed as well, I try to find some funny videos or some videos that I like to watch in order uh to forget that feeling that is feeling overwhelmed. Sorry. Thank you so much, Juvia, for sharing with us. Now, Fer, it's your turn. If you feel overwhelmed at work, what do you usually do?
My answer is similar to Rubia because I normally try to relax a little bit, like watch some TV or even watch some videos that are not so serious. Because I work at home, so I try to do some I try to take some breaks during the day when I feel that I'm a little bit tired when it's possible, when I'm not in a class. So I usually do this, like take some short breaks.
Yeah, I believe that it's crucial, it's essential to have breaks because we are not machines. I believe that our mind can like stick concentrated like just 20 minutes max. And after that, we really need like to change the topic or do something different. Even though if we are working in with a computer, perhaps doing something different, perhaps run away from code or and do something change that key. It's important, and even more, it's even more important if you do some exercise. So I believe it's a good strategy. Well, in my case, if I feel overwhelmed at work, I do the same. I try to find something different to do. If I am working on something that is so technical, I try to stop it and do something different, like read an article or just read documentation or doing some work that is not that technical. It's like more that don't take too much of my uh, mental energy. So it's a strategy that I usually use. And when my day is over, the time that I work, like 5 p.m., I try to do some exercise as well. So I am trying to run at least 4 kilometers every single day. It's not that easy because I don't like running. I just do it because I need it. So you know, it's difficult when you don't like it. But I know that my body is thankful for that effort. And that's it about the question number two, number one. Sorry. Let's move on to the next one. I'm gonna ask to Fer. Could you please read the second one and answer it?
Yes, let me see. Okay, I'm trying to open it. Okay. If a colleague gives you constructive feedback, how do you usually respond? Well, I have a little bit difficulty. For me, it's a little bit difficult receive some feedback, but I normally try to understand if it's good or not, if it's okay. I listen and say thank you and reflect about about the feedback and try to think if it's something that I really need to improve or not.
I gonna agree with you that it's difficult to receive feedback. I believe that it's difficult for people who give feedback and for those who receive those. There is, I believe it's like every single skill is something that we need to practice. As a matter of fact, I read a book about giving feedback. Because as I am currently working as a leader, I need to give feedback to my team members. But it's not that easy. It's difficult to apply all of those techniques. Thank you so much for sharing, Per. Jubia, what about you? If a colleague gives you a constructive feedback, how do you usually respond?
When a colleague give me some feedback, I usually listen. I take some notes to guide me what I have to do to improve myself. And sometimes I feel a little offended, but I try to see that what they are talking like something they are trying to help me, and always can be better.
Yeah,
I'm
sorry, go ahead.
learning, so it's okay to receive feedback.
Yeah, it's important to receive feedback, even more when we are studying or when we are like in giving the first steps. And yeah, at first it can be like something personal, as we cannot, as we don't, are, as we are not used to receive feedback. I believe that we can get it personal, and and I believe that sometimes it can be personal as well because we don't know the intentions of the other side. It can be something good, but it can. Yeah, I know from people who receive like really bad intentional feedbacks. So it's an art. It's something that's very difficult to manage. It depends of that person who is giving that and the person who is receiving that. So it's something. It's a different word. It's a something huge. Thank you so much for sharing, Juvia. Lucas, what about you? If a
I,
colleague gives you a constructive feedback.
I totally agree. If you guys, it is a hard thing. It is sometimes it is hard to listen, but it is important to learn from mistakes. And I think I think you can learn a lot. It is a good opportunity to listen something from other, because as Christian said, it is hard to give a feedback to our colleague. So if someone may, got the decision to talk to you something about your job or about your behavior, it is important to listen, and after that you start to think if it is good or not, and if you think, oh, you can think it is uh, true about yourself or not, because it is hard, because sometimes you listen something and you think, oh my god, this don't make sense because I didn't do this, and you need to I don't know how can I say, but it's look like a balance about what the person said to you.
Thanks so much for your insight, Lucas. And yeah, giving and receiving feedback is difficult. Uh, I believe that one single word can change everything, all of the conversation. So it's important to be careful about what you are saying or how you are gonna get that word, those words, because when you receive a feedback, it's not that easy. As we said, normally when we receive that, we our mood is like we are ready to react, and most of the time it's like bad reaction. So it's difficult. It's complicated. We are complicated human beings. Thank you so much, guys. In my case, I try to listen first and try to grasp or understand what my colleague is trying to convey, and try to like to figure it out if it's something good or if it's something bad as well. I believe that every single feedback is important because uh, if it is not personal, if it is something that that person wants us to improve, I believe it's something good. So yeah, firstly, it's important to listen to the feedback, and after that as well, try to handle it in the better way. If something bad, if it's something good as well, it's important to manage that feedback, because we can think that we are like really good. If it's a good feedback, perhaps we can like think that we are really good at that thing that we are doing. So yeah, it's important to have a balance. Let's move to the question number three. I'm gonna demand to Hubia. Could you please read the third one and answer it?
What happens if you don't manage your time well during the week? Um, if I don't manage my time well during the week, I try to uh, rearrange my schedule during the week. So I I try to do what I can do, because uh, I cannot stop sleeping, eating. So I I continue doing my things, my important things to to live, but I also trying to rearrange my time to do what I can do during this little time during the week. But and that's what I do when I can't manage my time well.
Great. Thank you so much for sharing, Hubia. Let's move on to the next participant. Fernando, what about you? Question number
Hmm.
three.
Okay. If I don't manage my time well, I try to do this during the days, but normally I feel stressed when I don't have a good I don't know, when I don't manage well the time, and I feel a little bit and I see that I need to rush with the things. I need to do everything really fast, and it's not so good. And normally I need to work on weekends when I don't manage well my time. I need to work a lot on weekends when I don't manage well my time during the week.
Thank you so much. I and do you like working on weekends?
No.
I did
uh,
not. Nobody does. Thank you so much, Fer. What about you, Lucas? What happens if you don't manage your time well during the week? You're muted.
Okay. If I don't manage my time well, I I become stressed, and I think we turn at the first question about to become overwhelmed because it is hard, and I think it's really important to manage your time during the week and during your days because it has become more um, I don't remember the word in English because I just remember it fluent, but I don't know if is the word is fluent, but it's okay. And I think the days become better when you manage your time and you don't need to end your day rushing the things.
Thank you so much. And yeah, I totally agree with you guys. I believe that everybody here tries to manage well our time. But it is not that easy all of the time. And if it happens to me, it's the same. This next week I will have to work more. I will have to respond more emails. I will have to check more code, and obviously it makes my next week not that good. So it's not enjoyable to do so much work in just 1 week. Yeah, I get overwhelmed, so it's bad. So yeah, it's better to manage it and try to do it right in the right time. Um, with that, we will have a better next week for sure. Thanks so much. I believe I believe that if we repeat the phrase of the question that say if you don't, in our case, if I don't, it's gonna force us to use the conditional. So if you can do it, I believe that we can practice the intention of this topic. Okay, so let's move to the question number 4. I'm gonna read this one. I'm gonna start with you, Fer. Okay, if you don't get enough rest before an important day, how does it affect your performance?
mm, if I don't get enough rest, it's the fourth, right? Okay. If I don't get enough rest, normally I feel stressed. And I see that my productivity decrease. Um, I don't feel that I can work well when I don't have a good moment of rest. Um, so yeah, I think it's not so good.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I completely agree. And when I don't rest well, I don't perform well as well. Thanks so much, Fer. Lucas, what about you? If you don't get enough rest before an important day, the next part of the question.
Okay. If I don't get enough rest before an important day, I I got terrible because it is really important to me to rest before something some important day. And I think my productive got terrible, and I I can't feel able to do what I would like to do, and I can I can't organize my things, and they become terrible.
Thanks so much. And even more if it's an important day, perhaps we have a presentation, an exam, a football match. Yeah, we need to rest well. Thanks so much, Lucas. Juvia, what about you? Question number 4.
If I don't get enough rest before an important day, I have headache. I usually have headache. I feel anxious. I feel stressed, and I sorry. And my performance is 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 not good. I my brain don't work how he usually works.
Thank you so much. And that happens as well. Headaches, it's something that can affect our performance for sure. It's my turn. So if I don't get enough rest before an important day, for sure I will get tired because I am used to sleep at least 7 hours now. So I try to maintain that routine of sleeping, of resting. And another thing that I would have, it's like a feeling of regret, and I would say something like, "Oh, I should have rested more, or I should have slept more." So I believe that it's some feelings that I would have if I when I if I would have not rested well. So yeah, even more if it's an important and it's an important day, as I already mentioned. Perhaps an exam, an interview, volleyball, football match. Yeah, regret. It will be one feeling. Thanks so much, guys. Let's move on to the next question. Jubia, could you please read the fifth one and answer it? Uh,
Yes. If you had if you received a job offer from another country, what will you do? If I receive a job offer from another country, I think I will scream because I will I will have this feeling of so much happiness because I really want to have this one day, and I will tell my friends that I finally uh, finally was choosing on the process of internships that I am participating. So it's it's it will be something really important to me.
Yeah, for sure. I believe that receiving an offer from another country is something big, and I'm sure that you are working for that, and I'm pretty sure that you're gonna achieve that goal. Thanks so much, Julia, for sharing. And Fernanda, what about you?
Ah, if I receive a job offer from another country, I am not so sure if I would accept because I work from home. So I don't know if I want to live in another country. No, I want to travel a lot, but live in another country, no. So I think I would not accept.
Thank you so much for sharing, and it's pretty interesting. I know a lot of people who really like, even IT people who work in IT. They say if I would receive, I would work from another country, but remotely because I love Brazil and I want to stay here. And there is on the other hand, there are other people who say no, I really need to move to another place. And yeah, it's completely okay. It's completely okay. Thank you so much, Fer, for sharing. And let's see what Lucas thinks. Lucas, what about you?
If I receive a job offer from another country, I will feel happy, but at the same time nervous because I don't know if my wife will agree with this. And and it is uh, a big challenge, and would be a yes, a big change in my life, and it is something to think really calm, thinking about the pros and cons, because it is really good to travel, but because one day you return at your home with your family, but to live in another country, it is hard because it is so different, the cultural, people, food. It is a totally uh, change in your life. So I don't know. At the same time, at first time you think I gonna think about the changes, and after that I think it's okay or not.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with you about those feelings that you shared because I faced them in flesh when I moved to Brazil. In the first 2 weeks, the first month, it's everything new, everything exciting, but then you realize that you are not in your country anymore. Yeah, and you need to try to adapt yourself to that new change. Thanks so much for sharing, Lucas. And in my case, if I receive a job offer nowadays, the first thing that I would say is I would celebrate because when you receive a good offer, it's a feedback that you are a really valued um, worker or in the area that you are working in. And one organization, one company has chosen you as a prospective employee. So it's a good. I believe that's important milestone for every single person in life, even more if it's in another country. The second one, I would, as Lucas said, I would like ask my wife what she thinks about it, depends of what country it is, how much they intend to pay me. And I believe that I would celebrate, even though I don't accept it. I accept or I don't accept it. I believe it's important to celebrate those milestones. So that's it about the question number 5. Let me see the next one. Lucas, could you please read the sixth one and answer it?
Yes, of course. I just need to open the window because I got a problem here.
No problem, we can wait.
Opa.
You're
I
muted.
I I I didn't find the.
Okay,
Oh,
I'm
I
gonna.
found your
Okay,
email.
okay. Go ahead. Go ahead. That happens.
Okay. Question number 6, right?
Yeah, that's it.
If you have an important presentation tomorrow, how will you prepare for it? Oh, it is hard. If I have an important presentation tomorrow, today I will got in trouble because I am tired, and I will I will feel so nervous. I don't know. Probably I try to relax. Maybe watching something funny on TV, because probably if I have a presentation tomorrow, now I am okay with the presentation. I know everything that I need to talk, so I don't need to study today. So the night before the presentation, it's a night to relax and try to don't feel nervous, try to enjoy the night, relaxing, and that's it. Probably I will drink coffee, watching something good, and that's it.
Thanks so much. I am completely agree with you. Presentations are difficult, even though you already have done all of them several times. For me, it's difficult to do presentations. Thanks so much for sharing, Lucas. Fernanda, what about you?
Mm. If I have, let me see. Tá. If I have an important presentation tomorrow, I will study. Also practice what I'm going to talk about. Um, yeah, that's it. But um, I probably will feel nervous too because it's difficult talking about a subject for a lot of people. But I will try to prepare myself for it.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with you. When you have a presentation, everyone is like staring at you. It's intimidating. I gotta say. Thank you so much, Fer. And now, Hubia, it's your turn. Question number 6.
If I have an important presentation tomorrow, I will feel under pressure because I don't like presentations too, but I I had some presentations on my last job, so now I feel more comfortable with presentations. And the night the night before my presentation, I probably will r- read what I will talk about and try to be calm for the next day. I will try to good, sleep well, to relax, and feel prepared for the next day.
Thank you so much for sharing, and for sure, resting well to feel well the next day is important. It's essential. Thank you so much for sharing your strategies. Well, in my case, if I had an important presentation, I'm gonna put it in like in the context of musical presentation because I'm not sure if you don't, if you know, guys, but I like singing as well, and I sometimes I have the chance to sing at my church, gospel music. So if I had an important presentation, the first thing that I would do is rehearsing so many times is something that I normally do. When I need to sing a new song, it's like difficult to me, even more here in Brazil because I need to memorize Brazilian songs. So it's not my mother tongue. So another thing that I would do is like to ask for feedback. I always ask feedback to my wife, even though she always tells me that it's perfect. I, loves it's like that. So it's difficult to really know it's something okay or it's something like moral kind of. Uh, I believe that another thing that I would do is like don't practice too much because the more you fear you practice and you are not sure about yourself, the more you think about the bad scenarios. So it's something that needs a balance as well. Yeah, and that's it about my answer. Let's move on to the next question. I'm gonna ask. Jubia, could you please read the seventh one and answer it?
Yes. Will you do if a project deadline becomes very tight? Um, if a project deadline becomes very tight, I will talk with the with mm, my superior and explain how I can do the project, but with a larger deadline. If I can't uh, become this deadline larger, I will try to finish the project and do my best. But I think it's not gonna be a complex and perfect project, but I will try to send something good.
Thank you so much, and I will do the same. The first thing is to notify them that the deadline is like almost over and the project is not ready. So it's important to tell them, and as well doing our best in try to really finish that project or that task. Thank you so much, Juvia. Lucas, what about you?
Probably if I if I if I have a project, if my project become with a very tight, I will probably I will feel nervous, and at the same time I would freak out. But I will think, oh, it is possible to do or not. And if I think, oh, it's impossible to do, I will talk with my boss, trying to understand, and I will share my difficulties about the deadline and about the projects that I need to do. And that's it. I think if the deadline don't change, it become tight, I I will try to find a way to to do the project.
Thank you so much. And yeah, that feeling of feeling overwhelmed is normal or nervous because it was our responsibility. But sometimes that happens, and we need to try to find a good way to try to fix it. Thank you so much, Lucas. Fer, what about you?
Oh, in my case, if a deadline becomes very tight, I will focus on what is more important in the project. Probably I will feel nervous too, but I will try to deliver it on the date that is necessary. If it's not possible, I will see if it's possible to have more time to do this. Mm, But in the first moment, I think I will feel a little bit nervous about it.
Thank you so much. Yeah, that happens as well so many times to me. But I believe that nowadays I can handle it better. Um, well, it's my turn. If the project deadline becomes very tight, the first thing that I would do is to notify to the manager, to my superiors, that what is happening, and I would try to explain them why it happened. Perhaps we didn't analyze that task well. Perhaps we didn't measure the time well. So I believe that it's good to firstly do like your own analysis why it happened and present it to your superiors. The second thing that I would try to do is before like sharing with them that those opinions or those reasons is try to finish it. So would try to work perhaps overtime and try to finish it, or at least try to complete the more that I can. Yeah, and when if the deadline is coming, I believe it's a good idea to present them, but advert them. It's important as well. So it's the things that I would do if I would be in that situation. Thanks, guys. Let's move on to the next question. Now I'm gonna ask Lucas. Could you please choose one question from 8 to 15?
Yes, of course. And let me see. Oh, it's okay. The 11, 12. 12. If you could work remotely from any country, where would you choose to live and work? Uh, I think I will, if I could work remotely from any country, I will choose a calm country and a small country like Iceland. It is a beautiful country, and at the same time, it's small and safe. You can live without problem. I mean, you don't feel, oh my God, if I out to with my friends, I will got robbed. And but I don't know if I live in Iceland, I will have a friend to hang out as I have in Brazil. So, but Iceland is a beautiful country, and I would like to work remotely there.
Thank you so much for sharing, Lucas. It was really interesting that you would like to live, or at least live a period of time there in Iceland. It seems like it's like really cold. I think so because of the name. I'm not sure. Thank you so much. Fer, what about you? Question number 12, if I am not mistaken.
Um, I don't know other country I would like to work remotely, as I work remotely now, but maybe pass some periods in other countries just to know. For example, uh, Mexico or United States, France too. Some places that I want to, I don't know, to know, but not for living for a long time. I don't know if I have the courage to live in another country. It seems really difficult. But I would like to travel to other places, but live, I don't know. I'm not so sure.
Thanks so much, Fer. What about you, Juvia? If you could work remotely from any country, ta 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 ta.
If I work remotely from another country, I would live some months on China, Japan, South Korea, Thailand. There are some countries in Asia that I want to know, and I will live there for like um digital nomad. I think it would be nice.
Yeah, digital nomads, they are becoming something like normal. There are like even there are some countries that have like special immigration programs for them. I know that Spain, for example, they have an immigration pool just for digital nomads. Thank you so much for sharing, Jubia. Well, in my case, if I could work remotely from any country, where would you choose to live and work? Well, the first thing that I would do is like analyze if my current salary can make me feel comfortable over there because nowadays I earn in reals and it could be kind of impossible to work remotely from the United States, for example. So, well, but if I would have like a good salary, I would choose perhaps Sweden and or Switzerland. Switzerland, I'm not sure if that's the pronunciation, or even Germany. I believe that Switzerland has been considered one of the safest places to live in different like contexts, uh, s- like you feel safe and in economic and financially and in general in a general context as well. So I believe that it would be my choice. Perhaps 1 year, 2 years, and after that I would like perhaps become nomad as well as Juvia said. Thank you so much, guys. Let's move on to the next question. We have enough. I believe we have enough time to answer the last one. I'm gonna go back to the 11 one, okay? I found this one pretty interesting. If you could master one professional skill instantly, what could it be? Fer, what about you? What do you think about it?
Um, Probably negotiation because I'm not so good at it. So I think I need to improve this.
Thank you so much. And Juvia, what about you? If you could master one professional skill instantly?
I want to be very good um programming. Now it's so hard, but I'm not so good in logical and math, but I want to be very good doing this.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much, and don't worry about it. I can feel you. I know that programming and logic at the beginning it can seems like abstract, but with time, I'm I'm sure that you will do it. Thank you for sharing. And Lucas, what about you? If you could master one professional skills like this, what could it be?
Probably I will ask how can I use more my ability to advance in my career, and how can I improve my ability.
Thanks so much. It's been really insightful. Well, in my case, if I could master one professional skill instantly, I believe that it's. I'm gonna say that I would like to. I would have. Uh, I would like to master programming as well, but programming video games is something that I always wanted to do. I'm sure that game programmers they are really intelligent from my view because the logic that they have to use is really insane. So it's so different, like to code a game rather than yeah, just an application, mobile application. So yeah, perhaps a programming, but in video games context. That's it about today's topic, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. It was like as a practice. I will have 2 minutes remaining, so I would like to know from you your feedback. If you learned something new, you can share it, and or how was this, how this presentation was, or this how this session was for you. I'm gonna start with you, Lucas. How was it, and if you learned something new today?
Oh, yes, it was a really good conversation. I don't remember the last time that I used conditionals. Thinking about conditionals, because sometimes we use and we don't even know that we are using. So it is really good to to stop and thinking about the the word and if, and this is really good.
Yeah, as we were talking in Portuguese at the beginning, conditionals are kind of tricky, even more when you are like trying to use them in real life. Thanks so much, Lucas. Juvia, what about you? How was it for you, and if you learned something new?
It was a time too when I practice English conditionals. So I I feel happy to improve my English today, and I really like to listen all of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Juvia, for have participated and for have sharing your insights. And to finish this part, for how was it for you, and if you learned something new
Mm,
this
I
night?
enjoyed the conversation. It was a long time ago that I did not press conditional, so I really liked the conversation because of it. Thank you.
Thank you guys for have like reserved one time, 1 hour this night to practice English here in the community. And I hope to see you the next Monday. As every single morning, I'm gonna open the Google form tomorrow. I'm gonna post it on LinkedIn and in the Instagram account of the this unbelievable community. And that's it about it. I wish you a good rest of the day and a good night as well. And I hope to see you in the next session. Thanks so much. Bye bye.
Bye, guys. See you.